Hi guys, it's been a little bit since I've gotten on here and have spoken to you guys about my experience. I meant to do this video back in August, but life just got in the way. So, as of August 2025, I have been on a GLP for 2 years. And it's kind of crazy. I'm just gonna tell you guys just give you guys updates and just kind of like a revised list of recommendations of how to manage different side effects and how to get the most out of the medication that you're on, what has helped me tremendously. So back in August of 2023 when I started Wegovy, I was 211 pounds. About since like August 2025, my weight has been fluctuating anywhere between 135, 138. I haven't checked it too recently. I think I last checked it was like maybe a month ago before I left for Europe, and I was about like, I want to say maybe 135 pounds. And you know what, I am absolutely happy with that. I mean, the proof is in just my videos alone. You can see how much weight and how much fat I've lost. I've stopped focusing on the weight and more so focusing on I've said this before about like how my clothes are fitting me. Like right now I am a small. Yeah, me, I am a small. Like I can buy a shirt and if it's a small, that's fine. It fits perfectly. Like, I bought a dress and a size 8 fits me, a size 6 fits me even better. So I'm like I went from being like a 12, 10, honestly, some outfits even like got up to 14 to being like right now I'm like a 6 and an 8. Like my Lululemon pants, which I love, by the way, are like 12, like size 12, size 10, size 8/6 or size 6 fit me perfectly. So yeah, I've it's over 70 pounds that I've lost, which is awesome. I love that. But it's not all just like, okay, this weight loss. It's just like, okay, I lost this weight, but I also feel great and I love the way my clothes are fitting me. It is truly just remarkable what this medication has just allowed me to do with my time. So some perks have actually, so social media perks have actually come out of this. A brand called SkinCeuticals actually reached out to me and provided me with my first PR package. And so it's this right here, SkinCeuticals. There's this new serum that they have. It's for your face to get lifted. It's their let me see what it's called. It's the it's the new AGE Age Interrupter Ultra Serum, and it's basically made for people who have been on these weight loss medications, who have lost weight pretty rapidly, and it's just supposed to help firm the face. Now when it comes to like my facial appearance, I think the fact that it took me 2 years to lose over 70 pounds, that's what makes my face not look so like sunken in. Of course I have my frown lines, and that's fine. I lost 70 plus pounds, that's gonna be there. But I think really like what has helped me just like not look too sunken in is because, one, absolutely I took my time with working out. I did not prioritize cardio. I do not prioritize cardio still, and I focus a lot on strength training and getting my protein in. I think those things have a huge play, but I also think it's the way I've taken care of my skin. One of the ways I take care of my skin is with this Current Body LED mask. I love the idea of an LED mask. It's really supposed to help with like fine lines and facial firmness, and I feel like that has really, I try to do it, if not 7 days a week, then about 4 to 5 days a week depending on how busy I am. And I really feel like that has helped me just help my face not look so Next thing I've been using is this New Derma mask. It's a New Derma like frequency wand, and it looks like this. It's by Pure Daily Care, and it has different attachments. And with these different attachments, like this one's supposed to be for your hair to stimulate growth. You know, this one's supposed to be, I guess, for your arms. I don't use that one too much. This one is for spot treatments if you have like any acne you're having. And then this one is for your neck, this attachment, like, and then this one's like for your forehead, do like that. And this one's like more so for your under eyes. So yeah, like you can just look at my skin, and it's nowhere near perfect, but like I think because of the way I take care of my skin, that like, and I've lost 70 pounds in 2 years, like I feel like those factors really helped my face not look fucking terrifying. So yeah, my suggestion for being on this medication is, you know, take care of your skin. Try to prioritize protein, and you know, get an LED mask if you can. Of course, use any serums that you feel like are good. So far I love this serum that I'm using from SkinCeuticals. It's a pretty penny, but it is, I already notice a difference in my skin, and I think it's only been about maybe 30 days and I've already noticed a difference. So it's definitely going to be a staple. So yeah, just take care of your skin. And so that brings me into protein. You know, what am I doing for protein? My dietitian, she wants me to get about 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. That can be extremely difficult sometimes. And so what I've been doing is I've pretty much nailed down my protein shakes and my protein drinks that I like. Yes, you should be getting your protein from eggs, from real food, but you know, sometimes it's just not realistic. And so when you can't get it from real food, good protein shakes and drinks are pretty damn good alternative. So I'll tell you guys my favorite. And so one of my favorite proteins is called Nori protein shakes. They have vanilla, chocolate, and now they have strawberry. They're 30 grams of protein, and you can get them at Costco. I think you can also get them at Walmart now, but they are lactate free. I love them so much. Like, if you guys are watching, if you want to sponsor me, hit me up. But like, I buy like 2 cases at a time. There's 12 protein shakes that come in it at a time, and I primarily get the vanilla. The strawberry is pretty good. I don't really like chocolate drinks, but like the strawberry is pretty damn good, but I love the vanilla. And when I tell you, they don't have that chalky taste. It tastes so good. Like, it's just it's like you're having it's delicious. And I usually have that for like breakfast with like some granola or like some trail mix and like some fruit. And then sometimes if I'm feeling adventurous, I also have one on my commute home. So and already that's like 60 grams of protein. So I freaking love it. And if you guys want to check out Nori, definitely buy them. They're so good, you won't regret it. It's like a nice light consistency. No chalky taste, just absolutely pure deliciousness. Next protein that I like, this was like really good in the summertime. It's like a nice little drink. It's actually what I'm drinking right now. It's called Grams Protein. They're a little pricey. They're a powder, and they're so good. Like, This is one of their new flavors. It's called Tropical Punch. Delicious. Tropical Punch is absolutely delicious. It is a must. You must try it. So with Grams Protein, they have Tropical Punch, which is their new flavor. They have a couple of others which are really good, like strawberry and like a lemonade flavor. So good. And it's a powder, but it's not like chalky. It's just so good. You just it's a powder, so you just fill the container up with some water, put the powder in, and it's so good. It is actually very filling. I would say Nori's a little more filling than they are, but they're still pretty filling. I think for Grams, each serving has about like 20 grams of protein, I think, which isn't bad. And I alternate between the nori, which is in a can, which is slightly easier for me, and like grams. And so those are my like 2 favorite protein shakes, and they really help me get my protein. Now, you know, some easier ways that I love to get my protein other than drinks is through like boiled eggs or making like a katsu chicken. And so you can get like really thin chicken breasts and flatten them like even more so they're even thinner than they are. And, you know, season them, salt, pepper, garlic, whatever you like to use, onion powder. And, you know, put a little bit of, what do you call it, flour on them. And then get some like, dip it in egg and then dip it in breadcrumbs. And you can make those, like a few of those a week and cut them up, or you can have it whole. And that's like a good snack to have for protein. And yeah, it's not a bad way to get your protein in. And because like the main thing about this medication is your protein. You have to have your protein. Now, I love zepbound. I rarely have any like side effects with zepbound like I did with Wegovy. Like, but with zepbound, I will say like the first like 24, like the first, because I take it at night. So like I take it Monday nights. And so usually Tuesday morning, I do feel a little nauseous. So what I do with that is if I have some crackers, I still shove some crackers into my mouth, you know, some saltines. And then I will, of course, have my Zofran. Now, I, because of, you know, drug abuse and they have to control how many, you know, pills that they give to you, how many pills of Zofran that they give to you a month. So if you're like, you know, addicted to drugs and you take Zofran, it kind of just extends your high. Fun fact, as a nurse, I did not know that because I didn't work the floor that long enough to know that. So another nurse told me that who worked the floor longer than I did. And so yeah, that's why they limit the amount of Zofran that you have to have. And so I really try to, I guess, not use the Zofran unless I really need it because they just give you so few a month. But yeah, that's still how I manage my, you know, any like nausea I have with this medication, which I said again, Zepbound is not Wegovy. It is 10 times better. And it's just like initial, like after my initial taking my injection that morning that I feel like a little nauseous. Excuse me if I'm coughing or anything throughout this. I'm just getting over a sinus infection. I went away to Europe for 2 weeks and came back with a sinus infection. It was a mess. So the next thing I want to talk about is hydration. My dietitian has me getting about 60, I think it's 60 or 64 ounces of water a day. And so I still use my sugar-free peach liquid IV, but instead of using 2 packets, I use 1. You know, it was advisable to just use 1 packet. So, you know, you don't want to use 2 a day. You want to just do 1. And, excuse me, you want to just use 1. And so with that is I fill it up with a, in a container, of course, my hydro jug, that's like about 64 ounces. And I mix it in and it's pretty good. And I just drink that entire thing while I'm at work. And then so when I come home, I have minimal water. But I am a liquid IV stan. I love them so much. I do the subscription. So like every, 8 to 10 weeks, I get like 4 big things of liquid IV. I love having this subscription service through them. And it's just nice that they've been like, you know, this one thing that I've been doing since the beginning, and they've been a part of it. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, liquid IV, sugar-free is where it's at. And I still love it to help me get my hydration goals together. In terms of activity, you know, my endocrinologist does not put that much weight in cardio, and I truly understand why. So like what I've been doing to just drop weight is my lunch is an hour break. Typically I do tend to get my hour break. So what I've been doing is I've just been like walking on my lunch break and, you know, walking pretty much for like 40-50 minutes and then using the last 10 minutes to make sure I can get to work on time, you know, back to work on time. And so I'll walk for that time, and then I'm walking in my clinic because it's a procedural clinic, and then I'll come home and I'll lift weights. Or if I feel like I haven't gotten enough steps in, then I'll use a treadmill. I probably use a treadmill maybe once a week or twice a week. It's very rare I use it twice a week, to be honest, because what I've noticed I've seen the most results is with strength training. Like, strength training is the shit, and I truly understand why my endocrinologist like puts so much emphasis. My gym is at my home, so you know, I just have like basic things. If you guys ever want a tour of that, let me know. But I tend to like break the days up. So like Monday, I probably will. Mondays are usually my treadmill days, so I'll go for my like hour-long lunch break and walk and eat on that break. And then like when I come home, I'll like get on a treadmill at an elevation, and then I'll do like I'll have some weights with some arm weights and do that. And then Tuesdays is usually like you know, lower body. I really like to see my lower body improve, and so I really focus on like just like squats, weighted squats, you know, Bulgarian deadlifts, you know, things like that can really build up the muscle in my buttocks and, you know, my thighs and my legs. That's really what I prioritize. And then Wednesdays, I usually do like an ab workout for or I'll do like Pilates. I do enjoy at-home Pilates. I have not paid for an in-person class yet. Enjoy you know, at-home Pilates. I like to use Amanda Bauer Pilates. She's amazing. She's a phenomenal teacher. You can tell she's a true teacher. You know, in true Pilates, they guide you through everything, and she's just really good at that. So yeah, Amanda Bauer Pilates. I'll put like I'll try to link to her app, and it's about like I think 35 or 40 bucks a month, but she is great and gives great instruction. And then the next days I try to focus on like my arms and more my abs, and then sometimes I'll even do like another lower body day. And so you know, I still have a stomach, you know, that's gonna take some time, and that's okay. I'm not that insecure about it anymore. You know, I have a tummy, but it's not as big as it once was. I think I just have to do a little more you know, focus on that. But it's not, to me, it's not a big deal. Like, I was in a bathing suit, granted it was in one piece, I was in a one-piece bathing suit this summer, and I just feel so good, and I feel like that's really what matters. You know, the stomach fat will come off eventually. You know, I'll lose more stomach fat, but for now I'm not really like obsessing over it, because I feel like that's not really gonna get me anywhere. It's very rare with my heart rate that I get it over like 140 or 150. There's an awesome my endocrinologist has always been in support of me doing low and steady, and you know, you think you're burning more fat and by going to like such a high heart rate, but you're actually not. There's a guy on here, a doctor, who actually like explains it all. He has really good tips, and I genuinely like following his advice. Like, he's like, oh, get like 15,000 steps a day, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So back to the steps. So on average, I get anywhere between 13,000 to like sometimes even 16 or 17,000 steps a day. I feel like that really helps me. I don't know how realistic that is for everybody. I am a registered nurse. I work in a very busy procedural clinic. I'm on my feet the majority of the day. I commute into work on the T. I commute back home on the T, so it's like, you know, all these steps, those add up. But I do feel like if you can somehow like maximize your time as much as you can, you know, getting, I feel like at least 15,000 steps is definitely gonna help you on this medication. And so just like in terms of, you know, what things are going to look like after, you know, I eventually get off this medication, I have no idea. But what I can tell you is that I went away to Europe. I went on another Viking cruise a few weeks ago. I was gone for 2 weeks, and I silly forgot to take 2 weeks worth of medication. So I forgot 2 pins, but I was like actually fine. And again, anyway, it was just like I just like practiced mindful eating, and like mindful eating is so important. And I just feel like, you know, those 2 weeks were kind of just like good for me to have, because I have thought about, you know, what things would look like outside once I'm off this medication. And you know, that kind of gave me a little bit of clarity. You just have to put in the extra work. You could definitely feel like, what do they call it, your ghrelin hormone. You could definitely feel it like talking like, bitch, I know you can eat more than that. And it's like, no, slow down, I don't want to eat more than that. And it's like fucking yelling at me like, bitch, eat. And so that's, you know, just fighting those thoughts and the urge to like overeat, because I could throw down if I need to. I know I can, but the point is that you know you can. The point is that you don't do it. You just try to be mindful and control. So mindful eating is something that you absolutely should be practicing while you're on this medication, so that, you know, eventually when you get off of it, you'll have the tools to succeed. All right, guys, so I feel like that's pretty much wrapping up this video. You know, things are going well. I'm just a regular person going through this. I hope you know, throughout this journey, I've helped you somehow, you know that I'm a regular person, and I'm going through this, and it's been hella interesting. I am excited to continue to share my journey with you guys. I've been way more active on TikTok. It's just so much easier to create like these little videos, like little TikTok videos, than like getting on here and uploading it to TikTok, which can seem like it takes forever. And like, you know, uploading it and editing it. But it's nice to know that I'm still getting followers, and like, you know, you guys are like commenting on my videos, even my old videos, and you're still like interested in seeing like how my journey is going. So definitely I will continue to post on here. You know, just the best advice I could give is just, you know, do you. Try not to, you know, even if you follow me, something that works for me might not work for you, but just do in your heart what you know is true, and focus on, you know, what is up here. I think a lot of weight loss, of course, we all have like hormonal issues and everything, but I think a lot of it is just like sitting with yourself and sitting with your thoughts and being able to control what's up here. You know, the mind it's so cheesy, but the mind is extremely powerful. And I truly believe that, you know, if you practice the art of mindful eating, that will guide you, that will take you so far with this journey. It will take you so far, because then, you know, when you don't have the medication, you can say, oh, I'm probably full right about now. You know, there's tons of resources out there about mindful eating. I have a few. If you guys like want me to upload them or anything, I can figure that out, or like send you links. Maybe I'll try to find a link and send them down below. But yeah, just a little recap. Take care of your skin. You know, take care of your skin. Do the best you can with it. Get your protein in. Low and steady cardio is great. Low and steady workouts are great. Strength training is great. You know, I am living proof that, you know, you can lose the weight on this medication. You can feel good about yourself. So yeah, if there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, or anything specific, like what I have for lunch or anything, please let me know. I can make that video. But for now, I'm gonna leave you guys, and you know, I'll try to make a video very soon. Hope you guys are doing well.